almost tempted to continue to yield time to my friend from the other side of the aisle, just keep driving the expectations of any tax relief further and further and further into the ground. And I think people are going to be surprised and delighted with ultimately what the House ends up considering. Here's why I'm here. This is a prelude to tax reform. We vote on this, we then make it so that no single political party is able to deny a vote on tax reform, and both parties can come to the table and try and negotiate something that's thoughtful. Because here's what we know. It's the current tax code that is benefiting people that everybody is scandalized that they're benefiting. It's the current tax code that allows corporations to lock trillions of dollars offshore. It's the current tax code that is really stifling and so difficult, and it's the current tax code that nobody can defend. There is not a single person on this floor that is going to say, oh, the Internal Revenue Code, I love that, Mr. Chairman, just leave it the way it is, because it's a disaster. And nobody likes the IRS. So rather than moaning and groaning and having posters and this and that, let's do this. Let's dump the current tax code and let's have a transformational moment. And Mr. Speaker, that's what our country, that's what our constituents are yearning for. Not old bumper stickers, not old shabby phrases from the past, but they're looking for us to lead and to bring people together. And that's what we're trying to do. There's a nettlesome issue that affects my high-tax state, and it affects a lot of other folks, and that is how we deal with state and local tax deductibility. And I'm of the view that tax reform does not mean simply the redistribution of a tax liability from one part of the country to another, but it means tax relief for everybody. And so I think what we're looking for is to create middle-class tax relief, and if the gentleman's expectation is that we're, that low, I think he's going to be pleased with what we ultimately are able to come up with. So, Mr. Speaker, I urge an aye vote. I thank the gentlelady for the time, and I look forward to passing this resolution and move forward to changing our tax code. I yield back.
The gentleman's time has expired.